Hi guys, is it working? I can't see. I can't see that it's working. No, it's not working. Okay, so it apparently works, but I can't see the chat, guys. And 1 second, you just give me 1 second. Oh, now it works. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you people. Welcome to Astrology Channel. Tonight, I will be your host, Radko, and we will talk about the new moon that happens on 27th of January. And it happens into Aquarius. Now, for those who don't know me, this is my rising sign. And on top of that, my moon is in Sagittarius. So, people, I am bound to tell you the truth, what I see in the cards. Just, I just can't do it otherwise. Anyway, with this being said, excuse me, it seems that this new moon will happen on Friday. Now, I'm not an astrologer personally, and I don't know much about charts and combinations of planets, but I do know that Friday is ruled by Venus. So a lot of shifts are coming into this sphere, probably because the moon will build up energy in there. And yeah, it depends on the individual situation, how you're going to experience those building ups of energies in this sphere. With this being said, let's go to the tarot scopes. So this will be a five-card tarot scope, people, for each zodiac sign, and we will start with Pisces this time. We'll leave Aquarius for the last. Every card will has its position and its meaning. So basically, the first card will represent where you have to start from or how you enter this moon cycle. Then the next one will be what is actually obstructing you, or in other words, what you have to let go of, what you have to change into your behavior or into your career. It depends on, again, on the personal situation. The next one will be the intentions you need to set in front of yourself. So as an intentions, we're speaking about, for some people, will be what clear goals have you should set in front of yourself in order to pass successfully through this moon cycle. Then it is the knowledge you will gain. So what lesson you are about to learn from this new moon cycle. And then the fifth card, it is the energies. So that helps you. So these energies, it is a little bit difficult to read tarot regarding energies because the cards are read differently for what is written in the box. And when it comes to that, I may need a couple of seconds, but without being said, to read the fifth card. But with this being said, people, let's start with Pisces. Hey, Umbrella. How are you doing? So is there any Pisces tonight here? Come on, people. Is there any Pisces? Oh, by the way, don't forget to wait for your ascendant and also moon sign, because that actually matters for what I know from astrology. Hey, Chastity, I think. Yeah. So, Michele, you're here as well, huh, Carmen? Yeah. Whoa, a lot of Pisces here. That's really nice. That's really nice. So at least I'm not gonna talk to myself, So guys, I really hope that this time the draws will be quite favorable for everybody, and I will not lie to you if I say that I want to be favorable for Scorpio, because I have a pretty big shift coming in my life, or at least I'm trying to accomplish something. I will not want to lie to you with regards to travel, and I really want that thing to happen really, really much. So hi Nancy, how are you doing tonight? Well, it's at least night here, so that's why I'm asking you. But if you're in United States or Canada or Mexico or whatever, this part of the world, this will be day for you. And the draw for Pisces. We got you, Pisces, with the Six of Cups, and perfect start of the new moon cycle. It's because the Six of Cups will express some finishing cycles for you, or in other words, Pisces, a certain effort you have done in the past now will start develop for themselves. But this is not speaking about completing a particular cycle of yours, which means that the work is not done yet, but you will be quite satisfied with results. And how you embark that new moon cycle is that you will want to work more for that. Some small warm feelings will embark in your soul, so you can, it is really difficult for me to express it. It's like you will be given a gift, a present from the fate itself regarding these efforts you have done in the past in either your relationship or in your career. So I really hope that is in your relationship being said that where the new moon is happening, you know. By the way, pay attention to your dreams and to your intuition, because they will guide you, especially the dreams, because this is a dreamy card. If you have doubts in how you should proceed, you have to think about how one kid should proceed. In other words, don't make the things as hard or more harder than they need to be. So the things there that you have to deal with, they will be simple, and you have to keep them simple, is what I try to say. And what actually will slow you down is the Temperance card. So the Temperance card here comes as that you may start wobbling and trying to find a compromise in between you and different people, and that will be a complete mistake. Why? Because you're gonna lose some time. With another words being said, you have to stick to your own opinion, even if people say to you, no, you're not correct, you're not right. Are you thinking about the consequences? Yes, you have thought about the consequences, but because other people don't understand why you have to do this, that's their own problem, is it not? It's not your problem. With the Temperance card, some healing may be emotional healing, I mean, not physical healing, may be delayed. So basically, what I'm trying to implant here is that you need to make a clean break with some past wounds, because they may cut you. Do your work here to make a further progress in whatever you have started in the past. It didn't happen then, but now it turns back to you, do this new moon cycle, and it could be a new relationship, new start in your job, you know. And if you have those wounds from failure from the past, they will really get to you. So try to diminish their influence upon you. Try to believe in yourself, is what I'm trying to say. And remember, if you want something, you have to go for it, because if you don't take care for your own happiness, Pisces, no one else will. You just have to know that. And that implants to everybody, because they have to take care for their own happiness. Of course, there will be people that will care for it, but you should not depend on them too much, is what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, even if you are lonely, you have to find happiness into something to keep you going. This is basically my words. Then your intentions, and perfect Chariot, new empathizement, showing yourself into brighter light, showing yourself capable, not successful, but capable, is what I'm trying to say. So showing yourself capable, showing yourself determined that you can push whatever you are starting to the very end will give you a great benefit for you pushing for the to the brighter future. This card here asks you to collect your rewards. So you have to stand up tall and talk about the luck of your hard effort and what the people or the universe or whatever is owning to you, and you have to start collecting it. What I'm trying to implant here, new empathizement, new friendships with this card. This card shows that your intentions, Pisces, has to be traversed toward you preparing for a big jump forward in the future. So these two major arcana here, can you see the pattern? It is what I'm trying to say. Can you see the pattern? You're healing from past failures here. So you can say that you can take a major jump forward. So even if I didn't draw the death card, this is kind of implants this thing that you have to make a clean break with the failures of your past. And then what you will learn, Knight of Cups. This is not a person here. This is not a person. This is you learning that everything it is achieved by a hard work, and that you still have some slumbered talents. So you have to work toward developing them, because at the end of the day, it is not enough just to look well, to look good, and to look successful. You actually have to be such a hard worker in order to present yourself into its full light. So for you Pisces, a lot of busyness is coming during this new moon cycle, and I'm actually happy for you, because the Chariot card itself shows that you will be able to place down foundation of something very, very solid, taking care of a major problem of yours, and taking care to the extent where it will not be a problem anymore. And you will do this not by luck, not by the help of somebody, but on your own. And so that sure will convince you that you can do it, and you can work hard, and you're a hard worker, and you deserve what is coming to you, and only benefits is what I can see here in this card that is coming to you. Then the energies, well, the energies, I can't say very good things about them, because that's the Five of Swords here. And these energies, okay, I'll try to explain it that way, Pisces. The more you push, the more cocky you will become. So these are the energies. This is a build up. The more you push, the more energy you will have. The more you push, the more energy. And at the end, you need to find yourself a place where to channel these energies. And this card here implants that there will be very, very violent energies that can destroy things, but also they can create. This depends personally on you. And I hope that you know what you're doing, because this card implants you need to be completely aware of yourself and aware of the negative sides and the positive sides of your situation before you push it. That's why we talked about preparation for a big jump. So don't be hasty, Pisces. Okay, that was intense, was it not? Then the next star sign is Aquarius. Oh, thank you, Thiki. Thank you. I'm grateful too. By the way, I'm sorry I couldn't go up earlier. I mean, live earlier. I was kind of sick, and you didn't want me to sneeze every couple of minutes. And yeah, basically that was the main reason. And I really missed you guys. I really missed you. I missed the work, and it's a work that creates me pleasure, because maybe people don't know, but by an education, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I left that part quite a long time ago because it really didn't give me any joy to draw machines and basically these kind of stuff. I would have said a bad word for that, but you know. And Aries. Aries is actually the Emperor card, so I really hope that I draw something that implants stability for them. And the first card, not exactly, damn it. The first card is the Moon for Aries, so where they are starting this Moon stage. Wow, isn't that a coincidence? Quite a coincidence, eh? So they will start a little bit into the no-go. What I mean is that I don't want to scare you, but basically, whatever you're attending to when the new moon phase starts, Aries, it may not make much sense. It may not seems very sensible to you. I mean, you may have doubts in yourself that whatever you're doing, it is quite substantial and quite essential. But the moon card itself I want to explain it to you, okay? I want to explain it to you because a lot of people, they think that this is a bad card. It is not a bad card. Can you see the path here, okay? This is your path that you are walking. And just because you cannot see where the path ends, this is what implants insecurity in yourself. Because you cannot see where the profit lie, you cannot see where the results lie. That's why you have the insecurity, and because everything is clouded in mists, this may create a high amount of sensitivity, fears of failure, and also exaggerated dreams and emotional state. However, this part here, Aries, it is the one you have to walk on, because it will give you a very, very important lesson during your lifetime experience. Of course, I want to say that according to the Fool's Journey method of reading, the next card is the Sun, where probably after the moon cycle, everything for you will be revealed, okay? So you just have faith and push forward. Even if it doesn't make much sense to you, it has its meaning for you, just so you know. I want to stress it a little bit for a relationship, that you may feeling down in the dumps a little bit, and that your partner has some sneaky behavior, or it does not contribute well for the relationship. You may have doubts that your partner is actually considering leaving you. Is what I'm trying to say here. And that's not true. That's not true. It is just your mind that is fucking up with you, and you have to be strong there. And yeah, you have to be strong and cling to the relationship itself. And only if you try to see the things as they are, I mean, logically, you will see that your fears are completely without soil, basically. The next card, it is what is actually obstructing you, and I'm quite disappointed from you, Aries, quite disappointed, because we have the Four of Cups, and here we are seeing you a rare opportunity actually that has to be seized. And what are you doing? Sitting in one place, contemplating what you have already achieved and consuming the remains of it. But what about a new emerging goal? Eh? Do you know where you have to go from now on? So let's say that way, you consume everything you have achieved with this new moon cycle. What happens then? Huh? You don't know, right? But if you show a mental strength again, I'm fine, Fabiola, I'm fine. If you show a mental strength and you open your eyes for that rare opportunity, you will be able to seize it. Because here with this card, I see you not willing to seize it, probably because of the moon card, because it doesn't show you exactly where you will end up when you go embark that new road. But don't allow the fears to slow you down, Aries. Don't allow your fears to slow you down. I'm okay, Scorpio, back again on the stage, and quite glad to see you here. Then we are having what your intentions should be, and this is the Three of Pentacles. That's about seeking counsel, working in a theme, expanding one's knowledge, and seeking for assessment. This is where your intentions should lie. So if you can't convince yourself that you are on the right path here, ask for someone else's opinion. Ask, and you will see how good you are exactly performing here, and that you should keep going. I would have said, damn it. Keep going, damn it. And the Three of Pentacles is very favorable card of you learning new skills. And it is not only that, it's about seeking critics. You will want to seek critics for your bad performance, so you can shape it and to convert it to a good performance, if that makes sense to the most of you. But very favorable card if it comes to career, okay? It speaks for a preparation, for a promotion, for a possible raise, or for stabilizing one's position. So if you are talking about your career, your intentions should be exactly on that. You have to sit down a little bit and think about the possibility of increasing your knowledge and skill in your job, right? Then we are having your knowledge, what you will understand. Fantastic, just fantastic, because we have the Five of Pentacles. And as a knowledge, this card is not exactly wrong, because now we are seeing you that you have learned your lesson, that your logic has to be a virtue here, because regardless of how bad the things are, regardless of how much walls you bang your head at, eventually the things have solution, is what I'm trying to say. And most of it, there is a people that can support you, because can you see here, this person with the sticks, he's not alone in this. There is someone else who is actually supporting him along the way. But that card also will teach you. With this card, you will also be taught that you have to put a little bit of doubts. Okay, so we're talking about here a quite balanced judgment that you will be able to make at the end of this moon cycle, which will stabilize you enormously. Okay, and then we have a healing energies for you. Healing energies for you, Aries. So regardless of how bad your situation will look like, you will be healed once you step out from this moon cycle. And these energies with the Queen of Swords, they will reveal the mysteries for you. So basically, regardless of what you see and how uncomfortable you will feel in one's career, job, in one's relationship, at the end of the day, the right diagnosis for you will be placed on the face with, you know, fortunate circumstances, which the energies, the healing energies creates there. So you can see that in reality, there was nothing for you to be afraid of. So wake up, people, and seize that opportunity which is coming. Okay, next one, Taurus, my fellow Taurus. See what is coming for you, people. The brown, no, it's not only for sun sign. I mean, you may as well want to check your rising sign, excuse me, and your moon sign. But yeah, generally, I'm walking them as the placement of the sun signs. You know, I started with Pisces, and then I'm continuing with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and then Cancer, and you know the drill. And now, people, Tauruses. One card fell down. I will just exclude it. And Five of Pentacles. It is how you enter in this new moon. Well, damn it. So, with this card, seems that you will have some troubles to solve there, probably implanted by your doubts. So you will doubt in one lifestyle, you will doubt in one relationship, you will doubt in one's job, in one's position. And again, as I said before, don't allow your thoughts to run wild, entangling through your mind, Taurus, because you first have to check everything that it is presented to you against everything that you know to be true, if that makes sense to you, and there the truth will shine for you. Okay, so this card does not say that you will be in a bad spot. It says that you will think that you are in a bad spot, and by you trying to pity yourself too much, it will just worse. It will just make the situation worse as it is. So if you need help with where you will find yourself at the new moon cycle, ask for it and help will come. And then what will obstruct you from being successful there is your unrealistic goals. Your unrealistic goals that have not yet been developed too well to be said that are they gonna give you any fruits or not, and your dreamy mood. By the way, that card here, it speaks for harmony in relationship as well, but in multiple relationship, it is more like friendship relationships. So basically, you may very well find yourself, if we're talking about this, you may very well find yourself in between two people where they hate each other, but you're trying to be friend with both of them. And of course, this is quite unrealistic because you can't be friend with both of them because you will be hated from both of them after that. So you got to make your choice, and by you making that choice, you gotta be grounded. But you gotta be grounded regardless. You gotta be objective for where you have to, for where you can find yourself according to your efforts and according to your resources. Because if you are not, a disappointment will ground you, and that disappointment will be created from a mistake that you will do, which you unfortunately repeated from your past. So with it, in other words, drag some experience from the past when you go through a stressful situation, because you have a quite few. Try to stop a little bit and think about what you did wrong in the past, how you could not manage to deal with a particular problem from this kind of sphere from your past, and try to do the things differently, because that way you will be able to push it through. Then your intentions should be the Two of Swords kind of card, which is taking middle ground, taking balanced position, and taking balanced judgment. Under balanced, I mean that you should not haste with your decisions. So that card really speaks for no intentions at all. The way that I'm seeing these cards right now, Taurus, I can advise you to have a little bit of rest and break from creative activity, because if you try to push with your creative activity from now on, I'm not saying that you will end up failing, but it will be harder than it needs to be. I mean, if you delay your efforts for 2 weeks or for a week, no one will die from it at the end of the day, right? So why don't you take some days off? But if you have to take important decisions here, your intentions should be set into postponing those decisions as much as you can, okay? Just warning you, because at the end, you may not, the whole truth will be covered for you, is what I'm trying to say. You will not be able to see the things clearly here with the Two of Swords. If we're talking about your relationship, you have to try to keep, to reach a peace. This should be your intentions, okay? To achieve a peace, at least for a little longer. Then what you will learn, Taurus, excuse me, you will learn, as a matter of fact, this is the Five of Cups, and this is a fantastic lesson for you. I like to express that card like this, okay? Because when I draw it right now, my attention immediately was dragged into those three cups here, and the person here. And so what you can see in this card is that this person, it is looking at those three cups which are fallen from his plate, okay? And he really sorry for that. But what that person does not realize is that there are two cups behind them. So, and these two cups actually contain what is essential for those, for this person. So at the end of the day, what you will learn at this moon cycle is that whatever you could not achieve, again, it is not the end of the day. The most important things for you, however, will be able to be pushed forward. So basically, what you will learn is that nothing is lost, and regardless of what disappointments you encounter, you should not divide from the path that you have taken, because at the end of the day, just only one or two things on it be achieved worth going on that path. And at the end energies, now we got a winner, people. We got the Sun, and the energies are kind of joyful, youthful. They will create a happiness in you once you realize that actually the situations weren't that tough for you, and you actually did not lose too many things. And as a matter of fact, most of you with this card, they will lose exactly what they want to lose. So in other words, even if you haven't lost anything, they will be, even if you haven't lost anything, you will want to lose it in the future, so you will want to get rid of it, you know. And the sun here is also a healing energy again, and it's an energy of expanding. So basically these energies will guide you toward where your growth is lying, people, Taurus people. Voila. So we are seeing that actually the things are not going to be that bad for you. This card speaks that the energies will be also favorable for some monetary success, but these energies, they need to be left to unfold the situation naturally. So you should not push it, okay? Because if you push it, it's gonna be, you know, let me close that notification. Thank you, Matea. And people, I think we are reaching to what? Gemini now? Yeah, it's Gemini. Oh, hi, Angie. How are you doing this evening? Get one good riffle shuffle. Oh, thank you, Marie. Thank you. That pendant, if you care, was a gift to me from a very, very special person for me. And yeah, thank you for asking. Let's leave it for now, because we have for Gemini the card that they were entering in the new moon cycle is the death card. Clean break with the past, people, is coming to you. Maybe some habits will be left aside, and for example, let's say that you're a smoker and you will suddenly decide that gym is your way to go and you will leave the smoking behind. But basically this card, it does not create any fear, okay? This is something favorable for you. So when you enter into the new moon phase, this is, I want to stress it into a high point, that you will become to realize that a lot of things are not working, or at least a particular thing is not working for you, Gemini. And you gotta let it go, people. You gotta let it go, because this thing is just filling up your room and you simply don't have any more place to grow, okay? And you have to take it away. You have to wipe it out from your plate so a new life can be born. Because with this card, a new life is born. So we're talking about, for you, let's say that your job is really a stagnation and you don't see any room for growing, you're feeling threatened for your place, it's really, the things are not going very well. Well, you just, I'm not saying that you have to just resign, you know, but at least try to find another job or something like this. This is a major shift, a major change. And I want to place it that way. Just because the one of the emperors is dead, it doesn't mean that the empire is dying, okay? The new emperor replace him. So basically, even if you lose your job, you shouldn't mourn for it, because the new one is coming. You will be working again. It's a matter of a small amount of time, or this comes as well to a relationship matter. Then it is what can obstruct you. Temperance. Finding a compromise, trying to solve, to find a middle way where everybody will be happy with this change. There is no such things, people, because this change, that card is ruled by Scorpio, by the way. I'm so happy that this card is ruled by Scorpio. This change, it does not ask. It does not want an approval. It does not want your approval. It will happen anyway. And you don't have to convince anybody in it. You don't have to reach a compromise with anybody. You don't have to look well in front of other people's eyes so you can bring a new life on your table, okay? So when the doubts is what I'm trying to say. The doubts that the people will approve your new direction, it is what can slow you down. So basically, don't try to follow people that are implanting themselves better than you are into the field that you're trying to start following, because you will be new there and you will learn. You will learn big time. Another thing with the death card, because people are freaked out with the death card. Most of the people who are not into tarot, they are more into astrology or numerology or whatever, they see death card and say, oh my God, you know. But the death card is actually a very, very positive card if you are willing to let go of, because the sun is rising on the horizon and this sun is waiting for you people. Then we are having your intentions, and your intentions is a hard work, and you have to do it the way you want to do it. I like to say for that card, for the Eight of Pentacles, that you have to start making what you want to make the way you want to make it. Lots of busyness, and under business, I mean that people who have a private business, that will be a rock on for them. They have to be determined and set their attentions to work harder. If we're talking about your relationship, you have to make it work. You need to set your intentions into making it work, even if you have to go through water and fire. Is because this is how that card is represented. You know, this is a blacksmith, and the blacksmith shapes an irons, you know, an iron. And let's say that iron represents your relationship, and what the blacksmith does before he can reach the final piece of art that the blacksmith is making, he put it into the furnace, then into the water, then again into the furnace, then again into the water. But at the end of the day, a beautiful soul is coming from it, or a beautiful piece of art. So this is how this process will go for you, and this is why I'm talking about. This is why the death card came first, okay? Because that will be the change that you have to work mostly toward. In which field that change will take place, this is determined by your personal situation, you know, because these cards cannot cover the global population. But a change definitely is coming for you in this new moon cycle, Gemini, and it will be something that will bring you up, excuse me, it will bring you a high amount of work, business, devotion, making money if you like to. Just when you attend to it, make sure that you devote yourself to it completely, and you know what you want to make the way you want to make it. G Badobe, I don't know actually. I have no idea. I have a Sun in Sagittarius, and to be honest, I don't know what that means because I'm no astrologer. So if I know what it means, I would have tell you how it affects me. Then what you will learn, well, this is pretty straightforward with the Six of Cups, people, because it is that a hard effort gives a hard work gives sweet fruits. This is what you're gonna learn. But another thing with this card from learning is that you have to pay attention to the minor things. You need to make and find happiness into the small things in life. Everybody can be happy with $1 million in their bank or with the most beautiful wife in the world, but is that really matters, people? You gotta find your happiness into the small things in life, because money can be won and they can be spent. The beautiful wives can come and go, but at the end of the day, it does matter where your soul lies, okay? So you have to follow the needs of your soul. And we're coming to the energies, the Ace of Swords, and this is a healing energy again. By the way, the swords, most of them are healing energies, because the sword is healing thoughts. So your thoughts will be healed. If you have a bad thoughts towards something, somebody, towards yourself, they will be healed by you making, and these energies will actually drive you towards you, making very, very balanced and somehow brilliant, very justified judgments. Gemini. October, yes, even the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is very violent energy card, and it first strikes you down in a way that you're feeling extreme pain. But after that, you feel a great relief after the pain is gone. And what the good thing about the Ten of Swords is that it is very fast card. What I mean is that it passes away in a matter of day or two, okay? Yeah, and now people, we are going to a Cancer. My brother is Cancer, for those who don't know, because I think I mentioned it before. And let's see what Cancer has to experience now. Is there any Cancers in the stream? Oh, Anna, you're Cancer Moon. Nice. Lori, you're Cancer as well. We have Matea is Cancer. Whoa, we got a lot of Cancers. Jesus Christ, I have a feeling that I have all the attentions tonight. That's so cool, people. Thank you. Thank you for being here, you know. Now, Cancer. Yeah, you will find yourself, you are entering the new moon under the High Priestess card. So what we could say for you, you know how things work. The High Priestess has high perception of how the things are working. Maybe you will not start making anything about it yet. It is because probably you will wait a little bit for things to shape. Probably you will sense that something isn't right, but it does not depend on you. It depends on the universe itself. And this is where you will make a smart move to just wait a little bit, wait until this particular piece of the puzzle falls in its place. That's the best thing for the High Priestess. Also, that card speaks for secrecy. So you will not shout out loud what plans you have, so no one can ruin them. That's the beautiful thing for it. And you will not need a kind of external support for you to be confident in your own plans. But what is the best thing here is that your inner wisdom, Cancer, will guide and illuminate your path. As I said, you will know how the things will work. You will know how the things has to develop. You will just wait for the right time quietly without telling to anybody where your desire lies, so nobody can ruin them for you. It's wonderful, eh? For relationship, that's a beautiful card, because can you see the pomegranates outside behind her? This speaks for a lot of sexuality, a sexual power, a lot of sex for those who are in relationship. So what I can say, then what can slow you down is the devil. A self-imposed change. So probably you are attached yourself into something that you think you are obliged to drive on. Very, very meaningful circumstances, however, are about to open your eyes with this card. These are fateful, if you want to say it that way, circumstances. You may have to be very tough as a character there, okay? People may not like your way, your attempt of breaking those chains. And what they're gonna do, people who want you into the stuck situation where you will probably find yourself, well, they will want you to feel guilty for it, for that you want to leave. They will tell, but you've done this, you do this. They will be rude with you. They will try to kind of abuse their power over you. Don't let that happen. You just don't let that happen. Never allow someone to implant fear in you that you are making the wrong choice. Because what we said about Pisces, I think, if you don't take care for your own happiness, Who else will, right? Only you and the person that you are with who loves you truly can take care of your happiness. Your co-workers, your boss, I doubt it. Then we're having what will help you, what intentions you need to set, and that could be a person, either Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or it has its ascendant, and this person will make an analyze for you. So basically, if this is a person, you have to place down. It could be very well a lawyer, because that card is a high. It has a high meaning that this one is a lawyer, but it could not be a lawyer as well. It could be someone very supportive of yours, who has always a balanced judgment, in a way that he always try to see the things from the true perspective, you know. So what you have to do here is to place everything down in front of him, being honest, because in front of lawyers, judges, and medical doctors, you have to tell the truth, because otherwise they can't help you. This is the same thing with that person. You have to tell the truth, even if you kept the truth in front of the other people, as we are seeing here with the High Priestess, you know. And he actually will help you with his judgment, with his advice, to saying you what directions you have to go for from now on. If this is not a person, that speaks for some responsibilities that you actually took on yourself, because you have desire for power, to take a certain amount of power or a certain amount of drive to prove yourself, these kind of things. So right now, in order for you to grow according to your path here, that it is illuminated from the High Priestess, you have to take care of those additional responsibilities you took under your wing, so you can make somebody else happy, or to prove yourself in front of somebody. Then what you will learn, that go-to lists are no go. You have to be adaptable, you have to be playful, you have to meet with a lot of people, because teamwork is what gives progress. That's important. Also, one thing that you may learn from this card, which could be unfortunate for some of you, is that when you have a right for making a choice, it's a wonderful thing, but only if you have the right to choose. So some of you may be left without a choice into certain situations, but this should not place them down, because if they allow those small changes which are getting on your way, can be implanted into the routine, into the life itself, into the plan, they will actually benefit from it and will come victorious at the end. So playful, be adaptable, try to catch up on every small opportunity, because this card shows up small opportunities that you will be aware of, and you have to catch them. You have to give your attentions into them. And oh, you are gotta be kidding me, Cancer. It is star card of the energy. Building energy, rebuilding energy. It is what I like to say. So if you feel yourself into a turmoil, this is about to end, as these energies, these are nurturing energies, these are rebuilding energies, these energies will give you hope, and these energies actually may stream from somebody who is very close to you, somebody that actually guides you. These energies will give you guidance, people. And if we're talking into a relationship, Cancer, this is an energy created by an unfolding love. These energies will give you self-satisfaction, but that was not the word I was searching for. It will give you confidence. Confidence was the word I was searching for. It will give you confidence, people, to plan big, to have faith into a long distant future. Wonderful, eh? So we are seeing that the plans you are developing and the High Priestess now have their results. I mean, you're seeing their results. You know how they will work. You're placing your energy in them, and you're making the magic happen. And now, I think Leo is the next, yeah. Leo, Leo. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, Yamate, actually, this is, well, with the star card, again, I'm saying that it depends on your personal situation, but with the star card there, it will really gives you hope that your plans will have a, and it's not just hope, you know, it also gives you materials that you will be able to bring them into material world, you know, because you will see yourself building up, even if you don't show it yet in front of the people. And it is really a magic that happens at the end when you are ready to do it. Finally, you're ready to do it. Finally, you know what you have to do. You will do it at once, and people will say, just, you know, wow, how did you do that? You know. Oh, Larry. So, Larry Pass, we have you as a Leo now, eh? Only one Leo? Hmm. Well, thank you, Mateo, but it is just the cards I drew, you know. Oh, people. Wow, nice. So many Leos. Yeah, Vanessa, I finished Aries quite a while ago. So, Leo, for you, you are embarking the new moon into not very favorable position here. The hangman is taking place. But why is not favorable? Because this is a test of fate. And in the same time, returning home. Well, that's very peculiar. So it is look like, I know that this is not too much as a prediction, but it's just the card. I am not, if I have to read it into a normal way, I just should have said to you problems. And that's kind of true, but these problems, they're not created by you, Leo, and you don't have to deal with them, so you have to wait. This is the same time, this is the same thing as you are caught into a storm while you're walking in the park, and what you do when you are caught by the storm, you seek shelter, and it is the same thing here, and you wait while until the storm is gone, and this is what you have to do. Lay low, lower than a grass right now. I'm not saying that you will have to deal with a lot of difficulties, extreme amount of difficulties, you know, where you will be very busy, feeling down. No, but it is best to save your energies for later. So right now, it is best for you to wait and just attend to what you have to attend without, you know, giving more than you have to give. This is what I'm trying to say. There will be a certain difficulties into the day-by-day routine here. However, they again will not be created by you, and if you pay attention to them too much, that will really can get to you. And this is why it's test. Okay, it is test because you just have to persevere through it. There could be some delays into your work or some misunderstandings with your partner. Don't again pay too much attention to it, because they will be set aside after this probably moon cycle ends. So yeah, but basically the best for you right now is just wait. Then what will actually, well, now we can see why. Now we can see why, people, because what can obstruct you here is the Tower card, and this is a radical shift that is start happening. A radical shift where you will want to push it and to finalize it too quickly. You know what I mean? The more quickly you try to finalize it, the more unpleasant symptoms that radical shift will have. But when the shift one happens, then it will have its nurturing and nourishing effect on you. So when this shift start happening, when you start feeling that things are destroying themselves, things are not very stable, things are actually going to nowhere, you need to know that you have to wait. Okay, you just let them unfold naturally. This is all that you have to do. And you need to believe that after this destruction is done, which will not destroy everything, just on the contrary, it is just destroying things which are too stiff and too structured to be expanded. Okay, this is why it is the same thing that you have a house into a block of houses, but you want to make a bigger house, but you can't. So you have to destroy the one that you have right now and to build up a new one into the same place where you had the old one. That's the same thing here. Okay, and because even if you think that you lose something, it is not actual loss, because you will gain more after that. Then we're having your intentions that has to be set. We having a beautiful card here with 3 of Wands, and I will need a 2 seconds, because I think that this is more than the actually card shows here. It is really more. So that card points you that when this radical shift start happening, in order for you not to lose hope, in order for you to be I'm sorry, in order for you to be to not have doubt in yourself, you need to sit on existing patterns. Oh, so in another word, you have to be very again, I'm searching for that word, damn it. This language barrier is just killing me, you know. Anyway, I will say it into a different way. You have to be convinced in your own skills, okay, and that you actually can do it. This card also implies that you need to set intentions into pushing your skills to the further limits, so you can get more efforts after that. Basically, with this card, a lot of readers says that your ship has came, and that is kind of true. However, can you define which ship is yours? That's why you need to wait until this restructuring happens. Another thing, don't feel down yourself if you feel that the situation you are at, Leo, is no go. What I mean, it's like a dead end situation. You have no control whatsoever on it. It doesn't depend on you. That's why you're feeling that way. Okay, so basically, by you setting your intentions into pushing your skills at their limit, and so basically you can see how much you can do there after this turmoil ends, you will have the most benefit from it. But there is something else with that card. If it jumps into my mind, I will come back to it, just so you know. I will come back to it. Oh yeah. This is about you sitting now on a solid ground. Yeah, sitting on a solid ground into existing patterns. This is about you building something. It's a building something big, actually, where these are the first steps. So the most important thing is for you to define where your ship lies, okay, what your ship is actually. So take your time, don't be hasty here, and think about what you want to do from now on, instead of trying to give a fruitless effort into one direction where the situation haven't unfolded yet naturally, Leo. Then what you're going to understand and learn as lesson, Leo, is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, pending change. We were talking about change, and now we are seeing the pending change here, which will fill your heart with joy, and nothing will seem the same, where you see everything through that overflowing joy. In other words, all that you are passing through, once it's done, you will be happy that it passed, and you will say, thank you, Lord, or whatever you preach, you know, thank you, universe, that you actually allowed me to go through that, and you guide me through it. And you understand then that love toward everything, love toward life itself, if you want to say it that way, matters more than everything else. And the energies here are the Page of Pentacles, and this is an energy of exploring. These energies will give you a devotion to explore. I can't say new possibilities because we're not talking about new possibilities, but this is about exploration of what is of what is already restructuring. Okay, so whatever will, with these energies, I can say that whatever it is restructuring for you, Leo, you will have a big time, I mean a long time of exploring all the possibilities that this particular thing can give you. So at the end, you will have a great benefit from that hard time which you will pass through that moon cycle, you know, great benefits. Only thing you have to do is to be strong and pass through it. So don't give up, and at the end of the day you will see how many profits you will have from it. Just mark my words. Yeah, Angie, I think I don't have anything in Leo, so I can't say. And sometimes, and once I talk with astrologer, and because it is hard to me to be in front of the camera, I don't want to lie to you people, it is hard to me to be in front of the camera. I feeling stressful in this kind of thing, I cannot relax. And one astrologer told me this, oh, he said, oh, it is because you have nothing in Leo, that's why you cannot feel, it doesn't come natural to you. So Laripas, my mother's language is Bulgarian. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. No, it really means much, you know. Thank you, Aisel. What was the next star? Oh, Virgo. Virgo was the next star sign. Thank you, Thiki. October, actually, I like to do it. That's why I tried to say. I like to do it. That's why I left my engineering job, because frankly, I despised that thing. Oh, Catherine, so let's see how you and the rest of the Virgo is embarking the new moon, shall we? And again, the Hangman, what is going on? So you know that the Hangman, it's about you waiting, because nothing depends on you at this very moment. That will be a test from fate. Did I shuffle? Yes, I shuffled. Oh, the next one at least is good. I promise you that. So, the Hangman people, have faith in the universe is what I like to say with this card. It is because the universe is putting you into the test. By the way, what I did not mention about the Hangman in Leo is this is about a test of soul. Somehow it is like a road for you to find more about your soul. This is why you have these difficulties. And if we were speaking about how you enter that moon cycle into your career, you may feel delays there. But these delays, the things that you have placed into motion, they will happen. They may be delayed a little bit, but they will happen. And you trying to push them more and more, that will just delay them even more and more. So you just leave them aside and start doing something else, which you haven't started doing till now. And same thing with one relationship. Some execution in the relationship may be delayed, you know, and or if you, for example, let's say that you are in a distant relationship, or your partner went away from you for a couple of weeks, and you text him, hey honey, I love you, you know, and then you wait for a couple of hours just because he did not saw the message, or he was sleeping, or these kind of things, and then you start thinking about, oh my god, is he with another girl, is he drunk, is he drugged, or whatever. And this is not true. It's just you have to wait a little bit, have patience. Then what can actually slow you down, Virgos, what can actually work against you is this person, either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or it is such rising sign. And why this person can slow you down. Now we are seeing what it is all about, because this person, it is never enough for him, okay? His expectations, as it is like he's doing it on its own. And if this is your boss or your supervisor, you cannot do it as best as he does, because he's your supervisor. He can do it the best way. It's because he's a supervisor, right? Or if this is your lover here, well, unfortunately, don't try to satisfy him, because probably he's in a bad spot at this very moment and he's stressed from outside, trying to initiate a certain idea of his, you know. And you want from him, if you want from him the whole attention from the world, you will simply not get it, because at the end of the day, we do have our personal lives apart from our relationship lives, and sometimes we actually want to do something with them, and now it's not the time, you know. He's trying to initiate something if this is your partner, and by you, I would have said butting on him, but I would say crying on him, that he's not giving you as much attention as you want. It's just making things worse. So wait until this person initiate what he wants to initiate, and then you can have all the attention on the world from him, you know. Then we are having what your intentions should be, and we got the Tower card here for you, Virgo. With the Tower card, these are intentions toward healing and nurturing. So by saying that you have to wait at this very moment, maybe you want to heal your passionate state and your emotional state here. Taking some days off, taking a clean break from your activities will be highly advised. If you feel that there is no progress into particular field where you're working for, or you're attending to, you need to try to restructure it, but not with very violent actions. So you should not be extreme, and you should not attend to it with extreme measures. What I mean is that you have to try a little bit, alter with it a little bit, because the more extreme you try to change it, or the more faster you try to change it, the more painful it will be for you, or probably you exhaust a lot of resources. So this is about you try to heal it instead of destroy it, okay? Whatever rebuilding you have to do, you have to make it into a way that you will heal the situation, rather to insert more stress and more stagnation, more turmoil in it. Then what you will understand from it, Virgo, is the Five of Pentacles, and you will understand that regardless of how bad the situation is, there is a way out, and you are not alone in that situation. There is always people there that are willing to help you, only if you ask for your help. Another thing for that card is what you will understand was that the situation is not as bad as you think it is. Because with this card, a mental strength has to be a virtue here. So basically, you have to analyze what you know to be true against what is presented to you, so you can scale them both and see where they mismatch, and then you will be able to scale the situation accordingly and properly. This card, actually, it will show you that whatever you have doubted, it was not worth doubting in. That is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what you are going to understand here. And then we're talking, who asked for the Ten of Swords? Who was it? We got the Ten of Swords here. Energies, destructive energies with you. Energies which will make you to want to just rush through it, you know? Energies who will violate every problem you have, and you will just want to get this away from you regardless of the cost, so you can clean your room for new things to come. These are the energies, very, very violent energies. With the Ten of Swords, it is very important that if you do not like someone, basically it is because this someone does not gives you positive energy, and you have to take it. You have to tell him to get off. This is all about the Ten of Swords. You have to tell him, I don't want to talk with you. I don't want to have a coffee with you. You just stay away from me, you know? Yeah, exactly, exactly, beautiful. It is like healing instead of going ballistics. Yeah, we are on Libra. You people know that, eh? I bet that Libra is waiting with shivers in them. Thank you, Rin. And from happy faces, now we have hearts on my account. Oh, that's really nice. Yes, Laura, we got to Libra now. Okay, my fellas. Are you kidding me? That's the tower again. Am I shuffling this? Yeah. So how Libra is gonna enter this new moon? A lot of stress, a lot of stress, and I cannot say a lot of stress, but the situations which they will have to embark will start with stress. Okay, they will start with stress. Libra may start feeling very, very insecure because maybe things are start ruining themselves in front of their eyes. Um, this card, because it's a fire sign, rather speaks more to passion, so it may not regards to your relationship, it more regards to the career, the fire cards. And with this being said, Libra may start feeling a little bit down, and it's not even a little bit, they may feel quite lost. Again, with this card, I'd like to say for you, Libra, is that things are not lost at all. They are rebuilding, they are reshifting, and it's just because you have created your estate quite defined, quite determined, you know what I mean? And there is no room for shifting anymore. This is why it has to be restructured by destruction. But this doesn't mean an ultimate destruction. I will repeat this every single time. This is not an ultimate destruction. Your relationship will not end with this. Your work will not end with this, okay? Or your friendship will not end with this. It will just be rebuilt. Then what can actually slow you down here is the Chariot card. And this, in your case, this card speaks for singularity, wanting to be recognized as one is, as more than one is. So basically, this speaks for being selfish. Being selfish, and especially if we're talking about a career here, that rebuildment probably does not take place only for you. And you being selfish and trying to take advantage of it completely on your own, that will have a reflection, just so you know. And even if we're talking about the relationship, you need to know that whatever you are experiencing and whatever you're feeling insecure that, well, probably your partner is feeling that way, or try to place yourself into their shoes. But what will really, really will make you slow down, it is you doubting in one's capability, in your capability, into the capability of people around you, into the capability of your partners, and these kind of things. Again, the Chariot is about setting things into motion or preparing things to set them into motion. So you have to prepare instead of setting motion. You know, if you set things in motion right now, they will be slowed down. And then what intentions you need to, well, this is very big for you, Libra. This is really very big, because I am drawing another trump or another major arcana for you. The Moon card, your intentions. You see here how we're having insecurity and probably taking unknown direction. I cannot say many words for the Moon card, but give yourself to it completely. This is your path. This is your path, even if you are not sure where it leads, if you are not secure of embarking in. This is your path, Libra. And you have to clinch to it. You have to fight for it at all costs. Then it is what you're going to learn. It is the Five of Wands, and that's actually a favorable card. I'm sorry, I was reading for one comment. That is actually a favorable card, considering the last three, because this card shows that you will learn there is a certain turnaround, a happy surprises here. And you will learn that actually the truth is born into conflict. So if you want to say something to someone, say it. Do not keep it inside you. If you want to do something, especially if we're talking about a relationship, if you want to do something, if you have your own plan, but you're waiting your partner to have the similar plan, that may not happen. But this doesn't mean that your partner is not agreed with your plan. And it is not agreed. If it is not agreed, it's because it doesn't know about your plan, if you know what I'm saying. So if you want to say something, say it then. So basically that's that for what you're gonna learn. Also, this card implies that you will learn that every people has their own opinion, and this is why conflict sometimes raises, and it is exactly from those conflicts where the truth will come. But apart from that, you will learn that actually some sort of business, some sort of implanting some dynamic into your routine will make you pass through that shift here much more pleasantly. And then the energies, the Empress. Energy of love, energy of taking care. I'm saying energy of love because you can't see it for yourself, that big heart. Okay? It just is gonna take your eyes off. Energy of fruits. So you want to get pregnant, Libra? Now is the time, do the full moon and probably a little bit after that. These energies will actually allow you to nurture yourself quite well, so to abandon yourself quite well. Okay, these are energies of abundance, not saying healings, but abundance. It will make you feel whole, it will make you feel fruitful, and it will make you feel like capable. I'm searching for correct word again, that damn language barrier. Worthwhile was the word I was searching for. These energies will make you feel worthwhile. And now the next one, Scorpio. So let's see how Scorpio we are here. I am Scorpio with a bunch of planets in it actually, and with a stellium on top of that. I don't know what that means. Hey Tandy, we got 2 Scorpios now. Yari, SB, you're a Scorpio as well. Yeah, it's Scorpio rising. I want a good cards as well. I want those good cards for a change. You know what I mean? For a fucking change. Yeah, I hope that we don't get the tower. You got all right. Oh yes, yes. We got the Magician. This is what I needed. This is what we all needed, people. The Magician. So we will be able to make that magic happen. And what I mean is that we do have everything we need to execute our goals. We do have all the communications we need. We do have all the friends we need. We do have followers. It is what we win, followers there. So people who are taking, oh, I'm so excited. I can't. Okay, so people who are, which business lies into social services, into showing themselves in front of crowd like me, they will win followers. They will win a lot of people that will admire them. Well, I don't want anybody to admire me because I am a human being just like you are. As a matter of fact, I'm a gamer. Can you imagine? Radko, the tarot master, is a gamer. But it is true. And but apart from that, this card speaks for very powerful self-esteem, a window of opportunity, which we will take, that will present us with a wonderful, wonderful breakthrough. We will not have enough from working of that toward that direction. So you have to clinch into your communication skill and also skill of making things that you do best. So for example, if it is regards to me, I am best of doing tarot cards for my own skills, so I have to clinch to it. You should not divide from that particular thing. If you, for example, one of you is good into sailing, he has to start and do more sales and more sales. I aim for that. Very, very wonderful card. And also this is about expanding hope with the lilies and love and bringing material comfort with the red roses here. Indestructible, your actions will be indestructible. Okay, whatever you place during this new moon cycle, Scorpio, that will be indestructible. It is yours and no one can take it away from you. So what can actually slow you down? You never stop. It is because this is the Four of Swords. You don't need no one's approval. You don't need someone to tell you what to do. You know what you have to do there. Wow, I'm so excited. I can't believe that. I have a good card for a change now. So yeah, basically that's that. With this card, you should not try to spend time in someone to give you directions. You know your directions and you should take them even if people does not approve them. That card speaks for taking a break, so you should not take any break now. It is not a time for breaking, Scorpio. It is time for working hard toward what your idea, what you can become, what you can bring to yourself. And then where your intentions should lie. What's the matter with us today? It's just awesome. Your intention should be, at the grand scheme of things, creating family, joy, and creating new friendships. But in the deeper level of what your intention should be is reaching a completion into an important cycle of growth. So here we are seeing that it will be a very short window of opportunity, that you have to act swift. You have to act with determination. And when you build up that inertia, that self-esteem, you should not leave it. I mean, you should keep it up and you should build it, build it, build it. That's the way you will complete that cycle here. Okay? This cycle will be near to completion. So it may take time, but I'm talking about you reaching that indestructible point, for example, with the followers, where those followers will be your followers from now on. They will be faithful to you. So you should not stop. You should not stop working toward that. Or if you are in the sales industry, like I give you an example, and you should build up a lot of contracts, and until you sign those contracts, you should not give it a rest. You should call the buyer, you should call this, you should call that, until you not finalize those contracts, or at least you don't have the approval to finalize them. And if we're talking about relationship, again, you should aim for creating joy, harmony in what relationship, but ultimately creating family from one relationship. This should be your intentions, Scorpio. Then what you will learn here, it is the Ace of Swords, and you have to learn, Scorpio, that the judgments that you do, they have to be completely logical here. This is a little bit of tough card. as a knowledge, and as a lesson that you will learn. So this is about you don't forget yourself into your thoughts, okay? Once you make a diagnosis of your of your situation, and you know how your situation is placed and what you have to do, you have to start doing it instead of giving additional thoughts into it. That's what you need to learn. Another thing is that you need to learn is that some unnecessary things along the way has to be cut off, and not because these things do not serve you well, but because you don't either have enough time to attend to them, or you don't have enough resources to make them materialize right now. So you need to set them aside at this very moment and focus on one or two particular things. Then the energies, isn't that wonderful? It's the Eight of Pentacles, very, very stable, large amount of energy. This is a large amount of energy. However, that stream slowly through you. It is slowly. So you will keep inside yourself a large amount of energy. And by the way, people who are getting into your nerves, they will not be able to push you away, because like I told you about the blacksmith, that it is it is placing the iron into the furnace and then into the water. It is like you will be very, very resilient. And when you want something, you will be able to go through hell itself to make it happen. So in other words, if you want a particular job, you will do everything on your power, because you will have enormous amount of energy inside you to resist everything that is against you, and at the end take that job. Or if you is the stream stopped, people? Do you receive stream? And so what was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. Or if we're talking about your relationship, this is about if your partner is feeling insecure in you, or the relationship itself has a lot of troubles. This is your resilience to persevere through them, to stand tall, and despite what happens, you don't lose faith in the relationship, because you know, Scorpio, that you want that more than you want anything else, for probably it is all you have. Yeah. Now that was a wonderful reading for Scorpio. To be honest, people, I just needed that. I needed that so much. You had no idea. You had no idea how much I needed that. Wow. Okay. A couple of seconds break a little bit, and we're continuing with Sagittarius. Oh, you're welcome, SB. Yeah, I know, Tanya. We all needed it. It was just so rough for Scorpios, I think. It was so rough. It's Sagittarius, Polly. My moon is in Sagittarius. That's why I say that I'm bound to tell you the truth, what I see in the card, and I will not sugarcoat it. Oh, thank you, Lag. I want to give a really nice shuffles before I go with Sagittarius, because I don't want to draw again the Hangman or the Tower card and these kind of things. Yo, people, Sagittarius people, we got you. Knight of Wands. You're entering into the new moon cycle, into a lot of creative activity, and some of it will be require taking a risk, which will be necessary. However, this is a very good card that shows a helping hand will be given to you. The card itself implies that you will be quite energetic going into this. These risks, however, that you need to take when you enter that moon phase, excuse me, they will not be that big as a bet. So basically, you cannot make a bad bet there, because it is just the start of something, or you're just exploring something, like exploring possibilities for one relationship, exploring possibilities into one's additional work or a new job while you have the old one, okay? And these small risks only will involve, let's say that your supervisor will see that you are searching for another job, but doesn't mean that it's going to fire you. And again, I'm saying that a helping hand will come with this card. You should not implant any system into what you're doing. What I mean is that you have to be, again, adaptable in a term of that you need to explore multiple possibilities. Then what if we're talking about possibilities, that makes perfect sense, because what can stand against you is the Seven of Cups. And what we said about the Seven of Cups in general reading, unrealistic goals, is because what is in front of you as a possibilities, are they seeds growing or fantasies? It yet remains to be known. So don't be hasty. The haste or the irrational decisions, the irrational actions, too hasty actions can ruin you, and it will ruin you with a big disappointment. However, even if you ruin your actions there, this will not be the end, because that disappointment, yes, you may feel a little bit down and you may feel worthless for a certain duration of time, but actually it will reveal your true possibilities. So what I'm saying is that if you don't stop yourself, the universe will stop you with a disappointment. And then what your intention should be, that's very big. That's very big. You should intend, Sagittarius, to make a big finalization. So this is a peak of experience and reaching a culmination end of a particular project, idea of a relationship, end and culmination. What I mean, this is not an end of relationship, for example, where you have to leave it. No, but you to define it from now to the very end of it. So, for example, you go in front of your boyfriend or a girlfriend and say, look, we dated, we had a good fun, and now it's time for us to decide, shall we live together or shall we be into something bigger than that? And you want that answer, and this is how you finalize one relationship or reach a culmination in it. Because if you end up with failure here, in other words, it does not work for you, this card says that new opportunity will emerge soon. And if you don't finalize what you have at this moment, you will lose that new opportunity. And after that new opportunity emerge and you lose it, then this thing will be finalized for you and you may find yourself losing everything. Then it is what you will learn from all this. Just as perfect, you will learn that law and order, it is for you here. So everything has its sense, you know, you get what you deserve. You are accountable for yourself. That's why you get a good fortune. You are not accountable for oneself and for your decisions. You are sneaky. You acted bad. You acted against what, you know, the laws of universe implant. This is a karmic card. Then you get a bad fortune. Very important thing is to act accountable to oneself. Okay, take a very, very fair judgment, fair decisions. So instead of thinking for yourself, think of what is fair. This is what you will learn. So neither good, neither bad card. If you have been a good person, you will have a good fortune. If you have been a bad person, you will have a bad fortune. And then your energies, King of Cups, very balanced energies for you, Sagittarius, very balanced energies that will calm your emotions. These energies will make you feel calm and comfortable. It's like nothing can break you down, nothing can get to you. You will be very good at hiding your emotions, is because these energies will be suppressing them at a certain point. It kind of, they will not allow any other influence to get through your aura, if you want to say it that way. And thus, by following those energies, you will be able to make those balanced judgments there. If you are talking about for your work, there will be very, very professional judgments. If we're talking about career, they will be very, very I don't know the word, but you actually make not a compromise, but the judgment that you will make will suit you and your partner, is because you will know that if you make a selfish judgment there through these energies that are streaming through you, you will actually make the wrong choice. So you will be basically, you will be protected here from the energies themselves to make the wrong choice. Okay, people, Capricorns. Shall we have a bet which astrology is better than the other? This is, by the way, people, the same thing to say which tarot deck is better. It is because it divides on 3 different creeds. One is the Rider-Waite system, the other is Thoth, which is Aleister Crowley system, and the third is Druida, a shamanistic tarot decks, which are different system. And which is better? I can say neither. You have to find what works for you the best. Some people, it works for them the better works for them a Thoth tarot. What I mean is that they can read it better. For me, Rider-Waite system works the best, and that's why I'm using it. And yeah, Cappies, they're entering this new moon phase with the 5 of Swords, and this is about them stepping quite happy of what they're doing, but they need to be aware of the consequences of their actions. So basically, their efforts will give fruits by the new moon that happens in Aquarius. But with these consequences, these victories which Capricorns will have, they could end up bitter victories. So how you can shield yourself from that is to think about the consequences, and again, don't take any hasty decisions. What is virtue for this card here is do not implant humiliation. Yes, you may be better to someone. Do not squeeze someone who is in corner, okay? Just because you can at this very moment, because it will get back to you. So before you do something, make sure that you want it, you are aware of what consequences follows with it, and then do it. Because whatever you do, it will have its success, but do you want that success? That's the question. And then what will act against you is 2 of Cups. This is the 2 of Cups here. It is not the love that will act against you, but making things out of love. That's the thing here. And also making too much contact. I mean, reaching out too much to someone who wants to be left alone at this very moment. This is the card. As you can see, these 2 people, they are making contact. This came to me, that particular meaning for the card. The way I saw that card was once I had a reading, probably with someone with you, and they asked me about their lover and what will be the next move. And I draw the card, and instantly I said they will make contact with you. It is because these 2 people, they make contact with one another. So this is what will actually yeah, it's humility walking, because your actions, without you even knowing it, with the 5 of Swords, it may humiliate someone. This may not be your intentions, but you may end up humiliating someone. just because you want your goal too badly, and because you can't reach it at any means possible. I'm on Capricorn X2Y2. So your actions, without you even, I'm trying to say that you may not be aware of the consequences of your action. Just because you can't do something, it doesn't give you the right to do it. That's why you have to think about it. Okay? Yeah, you have to be so careful. So you have to be so careful. And also, this card says that if you wait or you postpone a certain actions, it will not be the end of the world. Just on the contrary, because it's an act of act of haste here. Act of haste that can ruin more than that it can achieve. And then here is what can slow you down is making contact out of love, or making compromise out of love as well. This could be interpreted in any words said. If you having a professional a relationship with someone, it is better to stay. The front of the relationship has to be professional rather than friendship, for example. Or if it is a friendship, yeah, well, if you have professional relationship with someone, obviously you cannot love him. So that's why you need to, your emotions is what can slow you down, emotions toward someone else. Then your intentions, we're having the Lover's card, and this fit perfectly here. I mean, because the Lover's card as intentions comes as choices, and your intentions should be to set the options available in front of you in harmony, because it is likely that if you aim for harmony in one relationship, into diminishing problems and taking care of problems themselves, that will happen. This is a very positive card of harmony in one relationship, and taking care of a particular problems in job or in your society. However, this may hurt someone else. So this is always about a choice that you have to make, one over another. What you have to do over what you want to do. With this card, there is no right or wrong choice. It is what I like to say. There is no right or wrong choice. Either choice has its consequences. But the thing with this card is that you have to take the consequences. You have to take care of the consequences of the choice you did not make. That's the difference from the other cards that implant choices. So basically, if you are thinking in between two jobs and you take one over the other, the one that you like, you have to accept the consequences that the one you have to take will present to you. In other words, I want to explain, because this is difficult to assimilate, at least for me it was difficult to assimilate it. So in other words, let's say that you have two different jobs, people. One is something that you really, really want to do, but it's not very well paid, okay? The other one, it is something that you despite doing, but it's extremely well paid. And you go for the one that you like to do, and you have to face the consequence of not being able to face your expenses. Or you take the one that is extremely well paid. You have to take the responsibility of the consequences, that you will be bored to death and you will hate waking up every morning going in this job, but it will be your choice. Then it is what you will learn. Knight of Pentacles, here you will learn that actually good things happens out of simplicity. So generally the the Knight of Pentacles, even so, he can create a very sophisticated structures and sophisticated projects. He likes to keep them simple. So this is about you living simple life. This is what you will become aware of, and you will learn that there is nothing more happier than you being in peace with you and with all around you, with your job. So this is where your choice will lie, you being in peace with it. And also that card will learn you that will make you aware that if you spend time in nature, you will feel yourself refreshed and nourished. And then is the energies, very good energies, people, very, very good energies here. Six of Pentacles, these energies will keep the hierarchy set in place regardless of what you do. So again, looking at the Five of Swords, the consequences of your actions, even if they are taking wrong, will not be as high as they possibly can. So everything is reversible. Even if you do a mistake, it will be reversible. You will people will give you help. You will radiate with such a light, with such an energy around you, that people will be obliged. I mean, they will feel bound to give you a hand, to give you help. You know what I mean? They will, and it is not from pity that they are going to do it. It's because they will feel obliged to do it. That's why this is very, very good energy of you attracting more people toward your cause. And that was for Capricorn. Yeah, Lulu, I don't know. I mean, you know, Capricorn, it's represented by the Devil card, Lulu, in tarot deck. And once you understand the Devil card, it kind of makes you understand Capricorns, and they are quite well. Every star sign is quite well. It is just they have that affinity to obstruct themselves. When they devote themselves into something, they're putting chains around their neck, and even if it seems pointless to push it, they're still pushing it. You know what I mean? At least I don't know about the Capricorn themselves. I'm just speaking from the Devil card. And these these chains, they can just take them off, you know, but I don't want to. And that's the mystery around them. They just don't want to. Also, with the Devil card, they probably always have a fear of not taking the correct choice, or fear that they could have made it better. You know what I mean? And also, when we are thinking about the Devil, that could also speak for very hasty actions that they may do. And then, but what is the best thing for them? You know, what is the best thing for them, Lulu? The best thing is that they can act like a devil. And I'm not saying that from a bad perspective or in a bad sense, because do you know what is the biggest power of the devil? To make you believe that he does not exist, and thus he does not have a obstacle in front of him. So basically, they can remove obstacles, and probably are the best of removing obstacles of all 12. I'm just speaking from the Devil card analyze. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Well, yeah, Jiba, Jiba Devil, yeah, it's a power, but that's the thing. The devil is always power, but sometimes this power is uncontrollable. The devil is uncontrollable power, and probably this is where the Capricorns struggle the most to time that power and to push it, to channel it. This is the problem probably with Capricorns. I'm just speaking from the Devil card, people. I'm not speaking from the astrology perspective. Okay, last but not least, Aquarius, my rising sign. And Aquarius starts the new moon with a new hope. So here with the Eight of Cups, we're seeing you, Aquarius, already being aware that whatever it is you that you suffer, it is not working for you anymore, and you are determined to leave it behind your back, moving on, and believing that a brighter future will come. So basically, brighter future will come for you, but you still have some mountains to take over, and these mountains may be kind of absence of hope that you may have for this brighter future. But generally, this card points that even if there is a loss in your life and you're entering the new moon with a loss, with particular loss, you will move on regardless of that loss. You will put a brave and happy face in front of the others without even showing them what is going on inside your soul, determined that the things will get better. And if you are good in this, if you don't allow people to take advantage of the wound that is in your soul, you will be able to find that better future. Then it is what can act against your favor. This is a woman, either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or it has these ascendant signs. This woman, she is like the mean girl in the school, okay? Because you want to get away from, because you want a brand new future for you from the Eight of Cups. She just doesn't want to let you go, you know, because she had your attention before, and now you don't want to give her your attention, and she was get used to it. It could be your mother, it could be your very best friend. But again, what we talked about before, that you have to aim for your own happiness. You should not contribute for other people's happiness unless you don't love them as much as you love yourself, or as much or more, or even more. So don't allow this person, just because she knows how to manipulate people, because this is an extremely well manipulator, emotional manipulator here, to manipulate you. You know what I mean? Then it is where your intention should be. And I don't know, these cards are just speaking to me tonight, you know, because we have you aim for a change, and now the change has came here with the Death card. That's a clean break with the past. It is the only thing that I can say for the Death card. I can talk to you about the Death card all day long. However, as intentions, this is about you making clean break with your past, with whatever you have lost there. Burn the bridge and move forward on the road. And then what you will learn is the Temperance. And here the Temperance shows you will learn that despite how much absence of hope you had, the road, it is there for you, Aquarius. Yeah, it was Aquarius. The road, it is there for you. This card comes that you will learn how to heal yourself. You will learn that there is a healing circumstances going on around you, circumstances that just are pushing away the maze that you are in, building up a path into the middle. You know what I mean? So you can walk in that path and finding your true new goal. This card, however, should again give you a lesson that you should not be extreme in your measures, and you should not be extreme in your actions. Now when I think about it, this card as a lesson or something that you will become aware of, this card also may implant for psychic abilities. I am speaking just from keywords here. I hate to interpret in keywords, but it just came to me, so I'm obliged to tell it. This card speaks that you may find out that you have a certain psychic abilities to a certain extent, not with everybody, but with some. But again, you will become aware again that the brighter future, it is yet to come. So for you, Aquarius, despite of how bad you will enter this new moon, the best is yet to come. So in the reality, you haven't lost much. As a matter of fact, you haven't lost anything. And then the energies will be the Four of Cups. And these are rather, I need a second here with this card as an energies. Or these are overflowing energies, emotional overflow that wants you to stay in one place. So actually these energies here are contributing into a certain way so you don't leave anything unfinished. Because look at this, before you can aim for that new path, which we were talking about, you have to take care of what was left unfinished. So we have here an energies that will push you back until you don't set everything right to make that clean break with your past with absence of pain in order for you to embark the new future. You see the pattern, right? And wow, that was intense, people. This is not the end of the stream, however. I think I will take a couple of questions, 3 questions, something like this. So I want to tell you about the rules for the questions here, because this will be 1, maximum 2 cards questions. You don't ask people questions that can be simply answered with yes or no, because I cannot answer. Not that I cannot answer with 1 card, but it could be a vague, and that's why I will not give you that answer. So questions from sort of, will I be? Should I? Or these kind of stuff that can simply be answered yes or no. I will not answer to them. Also, questions that regards to time, for example, when or something like this, I will not answer to them as well, because timing questions, they require a professional reading, because it requires a whole spread. Okay, and then simply tarot cannot answer lost item questions, and I don't speak for health, because I'm not a doctor, just so you know. I don't want to freak you out or give you a wrong diagnosis. That's why. Thank you, beautiful MS Young. Yes, I said I get questions now. So go, people, ask, and you will learn. XY2Y, what did I say? You say, will I get my new job? This could be answered with yes or no, so I will not answer to that. Please rephrase. Okay, so Hiba asks, I'm looking for an investor for my new business. Would love some advice on how to pick a new partner. So basically, you are asking what your partner should be. This is how I'm accepting your question. And let's see. So your partner, Hiba, 7 of Swords. This should be someone who knows how much exactly the business worth. You know, someone who will not just say yes to everything proposed to him, but he will know exactly how much one thing costs. You know what I mean? So again, with this investor, however, he will not invest more than he actually have to invest, but at the end of the day, you will not you will know that he will ask just as much as he invested in. So basically, you will not owe him till life. This kind of investor you need to search for your business. I'm searching for a other questions, people. Completely random. I'm picking them completely random. So Annabelle asks, what will happen with my job? This kind of questions, it is what I like to see here in the chat, people, because they are open for interpretation, and they have to be open for interpretation when you read with one card, because really it is hard, people, just so you know. So with your job, will happen, Seven of Pentacles. You will kind of have a time to take your breath, okay? So if your job is too dynamic for you and you barely can keep it up, the things are about to start slowing down. With this card, however, you should really, really think about, are you really belong at that place? You know, and think about, is the efforts you're giving there justify the results you're getting? That's about what will happen from your decision. However, which will depend your future. You know, the card doesn't necessarily mean a bad fortune. It means that there could be a bad fortune if you give more from yourself. If you're paid low, you have to work low. It is what I'm trying to say. But for now, it is best for you to take some rests. Tamara asks, how should I approach my love interest? That's a good question. Thank you, Annabelle. Thank you. Okay, Tamara. Wow. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. This card, usually you have to be playful at first. Playful in the terms of that you have to start making things spontaneously, little bit careless, you know what I mean, without much restriction here. Because otherwise this card is completely interpreted as a business card. But for relationship, this is what it means. You have to be out free from boundaries, is what I mean. You don't presume what he wants or how he will react on your reactions. You want to do it, you do it. This is how you should proceed, chase your love interest. Okay, since I have been quite a while off, I will take one more question, because I really feel the fatigue now, people, and I would like to take more, you know, but it's just Sandra, I would like to answer to your question, but I want to tell you that the cards are not about that. I mean that they're not supposed to take decisions for you. You have to name the direction, and we can check through the cards how this direction will turn out for you. Because for me, or at least I don't use them that way, because for me, I should not take away your free will. Because if I tell you what direction to take, I'm taking away your free will. And that's why I will not answer to that question. I'm sorry. I really want to answer it, but it's just my... Okay, Elizabeth, what can happen if I move back to a state I really want to go back? What will happen? Let's see. We got you the Five of Swords. It is not the time yet. It is not the time yet. It's all I can say now with this card, because this card says that this particular move, if you go for the time being where you have planned it to go, it will create more troubles than profits for you. Just so you know, this is what the cards is saying. I'm only interpreting the cards here. So basically, before, or if before you plan to go there, before you actually initiate that thing, you make sure that you have set everything right before that, and you have finalized everything you have to finalize at the place you are right now. So people, it was an extreme pleasure to be your host tonight at Astrolada's channel. And if you do want a personal reading, you can find me. I have a profile page at Astrolada, and I want to remind you that my promotion is still up and running, which means that for 20 minutes you get 10 bonus. So you pay for 20 minutes and they instantly become 30. You don't have to do anything else. You just click on the 20 minutes and they become 30. And we can schedule it for a comfortable time of yours. So, you know, you don't have to get up early or these kind of things. And as that being said, I wish you people a successful new moon cycle for every single one of you, because you have been here for a reason to hear what I have to say. It is at least what I believe in, and you will be forewarned. And to be forewarned means that you will be forearmed. As always, people, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. You take care now, and see you next time.